Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Leave it down below. I hope you're having a great week. I am getting a late start today, so if the lighting looks a little off, it's because it is 7:30 at night. I typically really like to film in the morning because I feel like I get the best light in here, but better late than never. I won't lie. Today we just had a busy day starting off with the play date, which was so much fun. Loved catching up with my friend. Loved watching Michonne playing with her friends. And then poor Michonne fell and hit her head, and so I had to kind of replan the afternoon because I wanted to keep an eye on her. Mom felt so bad, poor girl. So I just wanted to keep an eye on her to be sure she was acting normal, like didn't have any warning signs of a concussion. Thank goodness she seems totally fine. But here I am, and I have my golden tea, if you see it steaming. Kind of like a mini facial over here because we're finally having fall weather. It's chilly. It is super windy. I think in the Midwest it's kind of us getting the very, very, very minimal effects of that hurricane. I hope if any of you live in Florida, you are doing okay. I have heard the Tampa area really got hit hard. So my goodness, my thoughts and my prayers are with you guys. Yeah, that is all of my kind of rambly thoughts there for the start of the video, but I am warming up with this cup of tea, and I did just have a slice of strawberry cake, so I'm all sugared up. I'm ready to talk and hang out with you guys. We're gonna talk fragrance tray because I can't believe it. September is basically over. If you want to hear some of my thoughts on my September tray and hear all about my plans for my October tray, then I guess we'll just have to jump on in. And I really hope that you hit that subscribe button, join the fam, you won't regret it. And now I truly think I'm probably done rambling. You never know. Let's go. So, not my typical fragrance tray roundup here because I will link the September tray video down below for you guys. I actually use September tray as my just traveling, I don't know if it's not a tray. I didn't travel with a tray. Traveling pouch. I traveled with this. If you're new, I went on a 3-week vacation recently. 2 weeks we spent traveling, road tripping, stopping all the places down to Florida, and then coming back and then heading to Kansas City to spend some time with friends down there. So it was really a wonderful time. So many good memories made. But my September fragrance tray was totally based on the fact that I knew I was going to be traveling for 3 weeks, which is like the longest I've ever traveled. So I was like, I need kind of simple. I want something that's easy to pack, but I also want to like have fun with my fragrances. So I decided to pack a bunch of samples, travel sprays. I will tell you, as far as full bottles go, the only one I reached for the entire trip was my Letta I Look Cocoa. I just love that bottle. It's beautiful. I'll put a picture up here because honestly, I'm just too lazy to go grab it. I did weighted squats at the gym yesterday and my thighs, I'm moving like an 80-year-old woman. I was a little nervous for this launch because I didn't love Vanilla Nera like I was hoping. I absolutely love her first launch, but Vanilla Nera wasn't my favorite. I still have it. I'm still letting it sit, giving it time, hoping my nose comes around. But I Look Cocoa, I know it's hit or miss, and I can tell that it's not gonna be for everybody, but I really enjoyed it for vacation. I think the fact that I was traveling in around the South and in Florida, I feel like I was just in the right spot to truly like get the most out of that fragrance. It is slightly sunscreeny because there's a coconut note, but I mean just slightly because I'm very over the sunscreen fragrances. I just went too ham with them for a couple years, had too many, and I'm just like bored with it. Like, no thanks. It has a ton of florals in there. And I think that's why it is not everybody's favorite. I think a lot of people purchased it wanting like a creamy citrus based on the notes, but it is very floral dominant. I do get the loveliest citrus in the opening. I wish that citrus stuck around longer because truly that is mouth-watering, refreshing, yummy, such a beautiful opening. Then it becomes quite floral as you wear it. It's very classy florals, like very, very great for summertime, but honestly, the strength, the power, the classiness of the florals, I feel like you could wear it all year round. So I definitely reached for that quite a few times. The only full bottle I reached for. I can't really tell you all the samples I used because as I was using them on my trip, I was like throwing them away. Wasn't thinking. Should have kept them to follow up with you guys. Not my best work there ever. I will be real with you. I think out of my Juliana's Travel sprays, the only one I reached for my entire trip was Heavenly Hibiscus. Wore it one time. Didn't reach for these. I was really focusing on going through some of those samples. Me personally, I feel like I have so many samples in my collection that I just like stash in my closet and I never reach for, so I really wanted to use them. So I did accomplish that, but I didn't use these like I had hoped. Also, almost horror story, I somehow, as I was taking my dirty laundry out of our suitcase, threw this entire package with these in it in the washing machine, and somehow they came out fine. So grateful. I would have honestly cried if I lost all of these because I really enjoy all of them and I want to use them. I also had my Laynie Gourmand sample set. I actually reached for this when I got home, and I've been using these for the last couple weeks. And I will tell you, I really like these actually. I already knew I liked the brand, but it was kind of like a good refresher. It's been a minute since I've reached for anything from this house. I already used the vanilla creme, and I will tell you, when I first used it, I wasn't impressed. I feel like it sat kind of macerated in my closet for probably 6 months, and it was a lot stronger. It was performing a lot better. Could be also out of the super high heat of summer that it could kind of perform a little bit better here in the start of fall. Really enjoyed it. Do I need a full bottle? Probably not, because it does kind of remind me of Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla. The next one that I've really been loving, I've been wearing this all week. I don't know how to say this. Mel, Bebe, BB. I have no idea, but this is really good. It's very perfumey, like truly, like this smells like perfume. I get florals, I get a little sweetness, almost like a little booziness in there. This one is very unisex in my opinion. I would put this really in a similar category to Lieb. They don't smell like twins or anything, but it just really reminds me of a very similar vibe, woman experience as Lieb. Then one that I'm like on the fence about, I like kind of love it and I kind of hate it all at the same time. Santal Supreme. This is very musky, very clean girl, very modern, very like, I feel like probably in that Mojave Ghost kind of category. There's another one by Le Labo that I feel like would be in this very similar category. And like part of me loves this and part of me hates it at the same time. It smells like the taste of crisp lettuce, like that watery, juicy feeling, a little vegetal. Also could go just a little pickly. But there's also this like creamy, airy vibe, like when I just kind of pass through the scent cloud that I'm like, I kind of like you. You're kind of uplifting. I will tell you, I don't think this would become a staple for me, but I wore this to the gym the other day, and I do feel like for the gym, this is kind of the perfect gym scent because you just feel clean, awake, fresh. It never becomes cloying, like sweet or powdery or I feel like this is one that I do feel like I could see myself really growing to like. And then one that I haven't worn yet. In the past, I know I reached for it and I think I liked it. Acai Bay. It smells really fresh, kind of like shampoo-y, Garnier, if you will. This also smells like it would be if you want more of a fruity, feminine gym scent, something like this, but I haven't really worn that in like months, so I can't tell you anything about it. That's the roundup for the September. I know a little different than usual. Usually I really like show you a bunch of bottles, break stuff down, but I was traveling, so things were a bit different. How is it basically October? Today is the 27th when I'm filming this, so like, what? Where's the year going? You know, once Halloween hits, the rest of the year's over, because with the holidays, it just flies by. I typically, this time of year, really start like diving into my super fall fragrances, right? Because I feel like October, to me at least, that is what really feels like fall. It's spooky season, the nights are cooler, the leaves are turning, like that is fall to me. But here's the thing. As I just mentioned, I traveled, and I will link this video I'm talking about down below. I did several hauls while on vacation, and so I went really in depth in my last video with like notes, accords, all of that fun stuff. So I will link that down below where I really dive into each fragrance. I'm thinking for the month of October, I'm going to put on my tray everything that I purchased, because some of these are ones that I've smelled multiple times by going into Sephora or Ulta, but several of them are really brand new to me, besides maybe a quick sniff in the store. But several of these are really brand new to me, to my nose, to my collection, and I want to get to know them. I'm at a point in my collection that I have so many fragrances that I'm all about discovering what are loves, what are unique in my collection, and if they're not, then I typically give away, sell, all the jazz, because I don't need clutter in there. So I'm like, I just need to dive in and wear these before they've been in my collection so long that they're no longer new and exciting and they get pushed to the back before I really learn about them. So that's the plan, and I will just quickly run through. I also am going to add to the tray, I will tell you right now, I'm going to leave in my Juliana's travel sprays to give me a little variety in there in case, you know, maybe these aren't all hits or they're just not feeling the right fall vibe for me. They might be just like a one-day wear instead of a multiple day wear in the month of October. So then I have some variety with some trieds and trues, so really excited. Here I have Beautiful Bella, which smells like Dama Bianca. Just stunning fragrance. Shades of Silence, like 100 Silent Ways. Heavenly Hibiscus, Boss Babe. Rose, not my typical fragrance, but there's something about her I really like. It's supposed to smell like Hibiscus Mahajad. Amor pour Italia, smells like Italica. Perfect for this time of year, honestly, and the colder months. And then Time for Romance. This truly is a fall fragrance. This smells like Minuit et Demi, so very excited to wear that. Also going to include on my tray, Pacifica was so kind to send me a little box of PR, which, oh my goodness, thank you, Pacifica. My little heart over here in my little corner of YouTube thanks you so much to even consider sending something to me with my little channel here. So, wow, I mean, so excited. And these are hair and body mists, and you know your girl loves stuff she can spray in her hair because I won't lie, I am bad about spraying actual perfume in my hair, and I know it's terrible for me. I don't intend to spray these on my body because they're going to be for the hair. I'm going to be spraying my hair like crazy. Such a fun way to top off your fragrance of the day. So I guess I'll just stick with the body sprays. The two recent body sprays I purchased on my trip, Victoria's Secret Vanilla Bean and Macadamia. This is really good, very decadent, honestly pretty rich for being a body spray. Definitely is going to be perfect for fall. Papaya Tropique, honestly this is just because I love the note of papaya and I feel like it is so underused in fragrance. You do not see it enough. I love papaya. To me it is a very rich, creamy, yummy fruit. Feel like probably more of a summery type vibe, but hey, I'm gonna give it a wear. The one my daughter is obsessed with, Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj. Honestly, purchased this for the bottle. How cute, and my daughter is truly obsessed. Probably a bit more sunny months than fall, but I don't think this is gonna smell bad at all in October because it is such a fresh fragrance. My next cheapie, this is gonna be like perfect for fall, perfect. This is praline and pistachio. I think these are called True Fragrances, TJ Maxx finds. This is so good. If you love caramel, salted caramel, Sol de Janeiro, Baklava Royale, definitely in that category, very gourmand, very scrumptious. Zara Cashmere Musk. This has a top note of popcorn, and it's legit popcorn. It is like salty, buttery popcorn in the opening. I honestly have never really experienced the true dry down because I was just sniffing it at Zara like this. And you get the popcorn, it's like dry, salty, buttery popcorn. But I'm very curious about the dry down because there's a little more richness in that dry down in those base notes, but then you got the musk in there. I think this will probably work in fall. I don't know how much I'm gonna love smelling like popcorn, but it was so fun I couldn't resist. And then Zara Linen Musk. This is like a tart, juicy musk, almost fruity. It's really got this tartness. The only way I can describe it is truly when I smell it, it hits me in the back, the sinuses. Tart, juicy, musky, probably more warm weather, but again, I've never given it a real try, so we'll see. Two that I'm very excited to wear. Victoria's Secret had their fragrance sale, so these were marked for a great price. I couldn't resist. I have smelled Bear many times, have kept it in the back of my mind, like I really enjoy that. Every time I smell it, kind of a sensual, your skin but better, not super in your face perfumey. And so I was like, okay, I'm picking it up. And this bottle, honestly, I feel like matches the fragrance. I do wish maybe it was just like a little bit more weighted. Something about it feels just, I think it's the cap. The cap just doesn't feel as luxe as this with the metal detailing. But I do feel like the bottle, this modern, sleek vibe very much matches Daring. This is brand new to the store, at least that's what it sounded like from the salesperson when they were talking to me. This is really lovely. Again, haven't worn this, but if you like Baccarat, I think you're really gonna like this. This to me is like a little less sweet Baccarat. And honestly, like right now with the temperature and I don't know if it's the humidity, but just even off the cap, it smells really, really good. The one I had to. Okay, I have worn this. I lied. I have worn this one. I wore this, I think one day to work because I have this little pineapple body lotion that I just love. It's so pineapple-y and good. But I was like, I'm gonna wear it with this. This is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar. This is really yummy. It is like a very syrupy, ripe pineapple. This is very ambery in the base. Like I get a lot of that amber and vanilla. Then one of those impulse buys. One thing about Skylar, the caps, you guys. Okay, wow. You're not gonna lose a cap if you travel with it, that's for sure. This is Sunkissed Dahlia by Skylar, and it was also just randomly on sale at Sephora. I think it was like 25% off, so that definitely won me over. But this is very apple-y, but I actually like it a lot more than my Kayali Eden. It's beautiful, but I never reach for it. This to me actually is like a very fall style apple. And then there's a lovely custard in the base. Again, haven't worn it, but very excited. I actually do think this will be a good fall fragrance. Big one that I spent the coin on vacation. M. Micallef Soleil Passion. This is very juicy, bright, happy, musky, a little fresh, sweet, but not at all cloying, not too gourmand, not too sugary, very feminine. I honestly am really excited to wear it because I haven't worn it yet. The bottle is so beautiful that I wish I had like something really special to wear it to, like a wedding, but your girl has nowhere to go. Nowhere. I'm going to a farm tomorrow. That's about it. So that is my tray. I honestly, like at first I was like, this isn't gonna be enough stuff. And now looking at it, I'm like, I think this will be pretty good. Let me know what you're picking up in October. You know I love to hear about it. Lately, you guys have been leaving me like great tips about things to try or things that are coming out. I really appreciate hearing from you guys. It's so much fun. I love interacting in the comments. So leave me something down below. And yeah, that is all. Thank you for hanging out with me and for dealing with my rambling and the poor lighting. I really appreciate it. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye-bye.